What's going on YouTube? Madredrew. I'm back with the video. Today I kind of want to do just something a little different. I just finished my walk. I just finished leg day. And as I'm sitting here and I'm dealing with this crash from the pre-workout, I just had some thoughts sitting in the back of the that's a Corvette right there. But with that being said, in order to level up, you have to first accomplish everything within that level. You can't progress into level 2 until you complete all of level 1. There is no skipping. You have to go mission by mission by mission. And once every task is 100% complete, then you could finally level up to level 2, level 3, and then so on. I feel like God will only allow you to level up when you just complete all of the side missions, all of the main missions. Once you complete everything, then you could finally progress into the next level, because there's always the people who they make it too fast, or they make it too quick, which they run into problems, or when they finally make it, they lack purpose. They're always longing for something deeper than just that success. They're always searching and yearning for something deep down. They didn't have God during those trials and tribulation moments, right? They struggled for a little bit and then they seen mass success way too fast. Whereas people who slow rose their way to the top, they faced so many problems, and when they had nothing, they ran to God every single time. And God showed them while he was waiting, gave them a solution. And that only solidifies their faith. So when they do get to level 30, level 40, level 50, and they're starting to progress up the chain, now they realize that it was God who was blessing them. It is God who was giving them these certain situations, right? And through all the levels, you were able to build a stronger and deeper understanding as to why he prolongs you, as to why he makes you wait for things. At this very moment right now, you know, I definitely found myself cornered, found myself in a position where God took everything away from me. And I feel like God took everything away from me, and he put me in this certain position because that I have been idolizing the wrong things. I have been idolizing money. I have been idolizing fame. I have been chasing fortune, and I have been chasing clout. I feel like I've just been chasing all the wrong things. And every time I chase those things and I start to sniff that success, I feel myself change. You know, I become a worse person, or I never think of the right things. When I finally do get that success, I never thought of the right things. I never thought of giving back. I never thought of loving my people more. I never thought of that. I was always so selfish. I was idolizing me, self-progression. I was idolizing money. And yes, I still had a good relationship with God, but God definitely takes things away from you so that you can really come back and see what it is that you were missing the whole time. See the things that you were beginning to forget. See the things that you were leaving behind. See the things that you were skipping over the whole time. Right now in my life, I'm at that 31 degrees point. And if you don't know what the 31 degrees means, it basically means that at 32 degrees exactly, an ice cube either melts or freezes over. So there's no change, there's no change, there's no change. And then right at 32 degrees, it goes from a solid to a liquid, or vice versa. 32 degrees. It's not 31, it's not 30, right? It's not 33, it's not 34. 32 degrees is exactly when things change completely. And right now I feel like I'm at the phase of 32 degrees and I'm about to freeze over. I'm about to get into the part that I have been waiting for. But before I do that, God humbled me. I forgot why I even made it this far in the first place. I forget the fact that he even showed me and gave me opportunities multiple times. And I'm blessed for even those opportunities. Before I freeze over and before I finally reach that final destination, I know what I need to do. I need to mend the relationship with my parents, specifically my father. I need to stop idolizing the wrong things. I need to stop idolizing women. I need to stop idolizing money. And I need to stop idolizing the self-progression I see in myself. And I need to start idolizing God. I need to build a better relationship with him. I need him to trust me more with the things he's about to bless me with. After having a conversation with my brother, I realized that I need to be there for my siblings more. I had a conversation with him and I realized that he's at that age now that I was at, where I felt the most lost and the most confused. And I wanted someone so deep to talk to, but I never had somebody to talk to. So I decided to become that person for other people, but I completely neglected the fact that the ones who were closest to me need me the most. It was never about the car. It was never about a Porsche or a nice BMW. It should have been about other people. It should have been about relationships, and that's something that I failed to understand. It should have been about, not in a selfish way, but it also should have been about me. I was always so worried about what other people thought about me, when it turns out it doesn't matter. I always wanted to be so perfect. I always wanted to seem so perfect, but nothing matters but how you view yourself and how the ones closest to you view you. Other than that, who cares? I need to focus on myself. I started Wavy Boys because I didn't believe in myself enough to do it alone. I started Wavy Boys because I felt like I needed a partner, or I felt like I needed a crew to get something done, because I didn't think I was capable of doing it myself. I didn't think I had the personality. I didn't think I was funny enough. I didn't think I was entertaining enough to do it on my own, until I ran into somebody who believed in me more than I did myself, until I worked with my mentor and he told me that I'm that guy. He told me that you are fully capable of doing this. He told me as he watches more and more of my videos, he says, you are going to blow up. You had what it took the whole time. And it wasn't until I took a step in my own journey that I finally realized that I never needed anybody in the first place. Why did it take me so long to realize this? And now that I think about it, as much as I get mad and I have all those videos of me crashing out, now that I'm sitting here peaceful, just looking at the view, I realized that I would have never learned these lessons. I would have never believed in myself as much as I do right now if I never went through this situation in my life where God took everything away from me. God humbled me one more time so that he can show me that I could believe in myself, so that he can show me that I'm missing some things before I completely go into that level of success that I've been asking for. Because it's gonna come. It was gonna happen no matter what. But I can tell that he wants me to do it the right way. And it was all because of him. Before I hit that 32 degrees, before I finally elevate into my quote unquote final form, I will forever evolve. But before I go into that final form that I have on my screensaver, that final form that I keep telling people to wait on, before I fully go into what I have, before I fully have all the capabilities, all the money, all the resources, to the fact that to the point where nothing could stop me anymore. Nothing can stop me now, but when I really have those resources and I no longer have to win wounded, I finally have the capabilities, every mission will be completed by then. He didn't want me to focus on the money and the women I'm gonna get and the car I'm gonna get and the body I'm gonna get and the tattoos I'm gonna get. What he wanted me to do is turn around from all the things that I was worried about, turn around from all the things that I wanted, and just bend the knee and worship him. Just trust in him, just focus on him, and he will bless me with everything that I wanted. But I thought I was too big for the program. I thought that I was ready, when it turns out I was never ready. In order to receive all of my blessings, I had to give it up. In order to receive that 32 degrees, I had to fix all the problems that I had from 31 and under. I'm grateful that he took everything away. I'm grateful that he made me wait for this long, because if he didn't, I would have never understood what he wanted me to see. He was standing right there trying to open my eyes the whole time. I would never have this type of understanding if I never went through this season of struggle. I would have never met my mentor. I would have never believed in myself. I would have never realized that I was idolizing the wrong thing, and I could have progressively kept on idolizing the wrong thing until I was fully lost in it. There's a possibility that even with all the money that I could have provided to my family, that I would have never fixed that original struggle, that original miscommunication that I had between my parents, that I had with my father. Money can't solve everything. Me finding out that my brother wants somebody to talk to, what could money have solved then? That can't be solved right now. That shouldn't be solved right now. I would have never understood that all it took was a conversation if I had just been given what I've been asked for. So whenever things are hard and whenever God is taking things away from you, you should be grateful and you should thank God. It might be hard to understand, but as you grow through that season and as you start to understand the purpose as to why it happened and you start to put the pieces together, it's a blessing. I know that you guys may seem ready for things. I know that you guys may say you want it. And some of the things that I learned through my past is that you can make things happen. Even if you're not ready, you can forcibly cheat your way to the top. You can do that. But when you're not ready for things, you're gonna run into more problems. I know people who sold their bodies. I know people who go down that type of path to get some quick money, right? To try and find a quick solution. But now they're stuck here and they can't find love, right? I know people who steal money, right? And they've seen so much success, but now they don't know what to do with the money. Now they can't get out of the game. Now they don't have any experience in the realm that I will have experience in, because they didn't go through the hard process of having to learn new, genuine skills. If they want to make content, right? I had to sit here and I had to learn how to edit. I had to learn how to record. right? I had to find the right mentor. I had to learn the blueprint. And this is not as easy as it seems. But when you have money, you can just hire an editor, you can just hire this, you can just hire that, but you can't put any passion into the things that you really want to do. Yeah, you can put some money into here, you can put some money into that, but it'll never function the right way that you really want it to work. I understand that it sucks. I understand that you don't want to wait anymore. You log on TikTok and you see all these young, rich guys, you see all these people living the life that you want to live, but you have to understand patience. You have to stop trying to force your life to be the way that you want it to be and just let God handle it. Once you let go and you let God, you'll feel a stress come off of your body. You'll feel a trust into something that is greater than within your power, because you can only do so much. But when you just let God control what's going on in your life, you just trust that God has a plan for you that is going to work out beyond anything that you ever thought could happen. You'll just allow life to happen. The same way you allow breathing to happen. The same way when you go to the gym and you work out, you just allow the muscles to heal itself, right? You can't force things into play. You just have to let go, and you have to trust the fact that it's going to work. You have to have faith that it's going to work. I wouldn't have even made it this far without the blessings that he gave me. And I know that I'm only just beginning, and I can only imagine where I'm going to be in a year's time, in 2 years' time. The type of content that I'm going to be making. How much more closer to God I will be. But that's not up for me to decide. It's up for me to allow to happen. It's God's decision to decide for me. And as soon as you accept that, you just feel a release come off of you. And understand that your destiny has already been written. You just have to sign the papers. Like, comment, and subscribe on this. Click the link in the description down below. All right, I gotta take off before it gets too dark. Like, comment, and subscribe on this video. Click the link in the description, right? This is the handle. This is the handle for all my social medias. And let's get started on your path. If you guys are stressed, if you guys are confused, if you guys are worried, if you feel like you're ready now but you just don't know how to do it, click the link in the description. We can sit down and set up a consultation call and put you on the path of undeniability. I'm out.